Welcome, all you buck-loving mongoloids out there, to Baxter's Blades. You're entering the tiger pit. Wow! Well, I've showed many a 110s on this channel, and we're going to turn it up to 11. That's right. I got it. The buck 111 came manufactured March 14th, 2025. Wow, my brother's birthday. Fantastic. Well, I've already watched it or opened it, so this isn't an unboxing. I had to check it out, and well, let's get into it. This is stealth number 9, I believe it is. Edge of a Legend. The Buck 111. This is to celebrate the 20th anniversary of the Buck 111, and a lot of you don't know about them. I've seen them for sale on Copper and Clad in brass and 420, and they were kind of pricey. It comes with this supple black, which actually it looks more gray to me. Proudly made in the USA. What? Buck 110 sheath? Pfft. I'm surprised they didn't stamp 111 on it. Well, they're the same size. Also, the usual natural markings. Message from the Buck family, the famous forever warranty, of course, and the certificate of authenticity, 1 of 1,000 produce. This features a satin finish, boss heat treated Magnacut steel clip point blade. Handles made out of ebony inlays with curved nickel silver bolsters. Complete with black distressed leather sheath. Looks gray. Yep, the number 9 Stealth Run debuted in 2005, the very first year of production in Idaho. So this knife was created to honor 20 years of Buck's craftsmanship and dedication to producing high-quality knives in Idaho. Very cool. Let's take a look at it. Like I said, I've already looked at it. It is very unique. It is very unique. It's nickel silver, ebony, Magnacut. Look at this beauty. Now, I wasn't going to... I really was on the fence about this one. I wasn't going to pick it up, and I'll show you why. But let's take a look at it up close. You can see the beautiful dark ebony, really nice nickel silver. These were $175, and I'm late to the game in showing it because they're already sold out. Now, you can build one similar to this in the custom shop with Magnacut, nickel silver, and ebony, and I think it would run you about $170. Now, you can't get the sheath in the custom shop unless they added it for some reason. You can get the brown distress for, I think, an extra $10. But in looking at this knife, sorry, stuff's blowing around. It's a little windy. If hopefully the wind won't come out on the mic. And looking at this knife, I don't know if you see this. The show side looks pretty good. Oh, my camera's bouncing around. It's as if they were kind of getting into, like, maybe the nickel silver was sticking up and they were buffing it down. Looks good, but you look at the pile side here, and look at that. I don't know if you can see it. It's almost like they went really crazy with the buffing wheel. Right there, and well, right there. And well, it's kind of minor. And it's not a custom knife. I would never see anything like that on a custom knife. They a little bit more attention to detail, but you figure at $175 Stealth Run, you wouldn't get that. Now, the blade lockup is fantastic. 0 left, right, up, down, screaming sharp, beautiful blade grind here, very, very pointy tip. You can see 111 and the year stamp, Buck USA, and down here The bottom, you got the Boss Magnacut, which is a $50 option. Now you can see a little bit of grime and grit in there. It kind of feels like, you know, a buck. Pretty much dead down the center. Not bad, not rubbing. Let's check out the blade grind on this side. Didn't show it. Very nice. No complaints here. Great lockup. Beautiful knife. Just, you know, it's aesthetics. This doesn't affect the usableness of this knife. But they got a little heavy here with the buffing wheel. And here. I'm not sure what was going on there. I don't know if I should take pictures and reach out to Buck. I'm sure they'd fix it. I may have to pay to ship it back. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll take care of it. Maybe these pins were really proud and they ground it a little heavy. But overall, other than that, a beautiful knife. It's just so strange. I've never seen anything like that. You can see right there. Like I said, it feels good in the hand. Using it, it's no big deal. This shouldn't be a save queen, but it might be. And I'll show you why. Why? Because, well, what do I have here in these baggies? Let me pull this one out here. I have something very similar to this. Now, it's not a 111. It doesn't have the slope bolsters. But I do have a beautiful ebony S30V in nickel silver. And the ebony on this one's really nice. You get some really good grain there. Bossy treated S30V. And so very similar. So I'll probably be using this a lot more than this because this is a stealth run. Also, this is why I was on the fence and kind of unsure about whether or not I should get it. You know, I have a nickel silver ebony drop point 110. And you definitely can tell the difference in the bolsters. These are really beautiful. A lot like a buck 55, which is now in the custom shop as of today. I may have to order a custom 55, which they say it's half of a 110, and they're small, but I wouldn't call it half the size. They're not like that big. But I'd like to get one just because I could match up the bolsters. I'd have the 111 and the buck 55, which would be really cool. Very dark ebony on this one. Like I said, you can see some beautiful grain in these. And S30 is no slouch. It's very sharp. But you don't see any wonkiness in the buffing near the bolsters on these. They're very clean. Both very fantastic. Just nice and straight. So, like I said, I don't know. Maybe you tell me. Should I reach out to Buck? Try to take a picture of that? Like, you have to get it in the right angle like that. And you actually notice it more in person than what the camera's picking up. I haven't seen anybody else mention this about theirs. But, you know, for a $175 knife, a stealth run, it's a little unfortunate. Show side's definitely much better. I know this ebony is really dense, and it's probably really difficult to sand down. I don't know how to explain it. So I guess we just turned it up to 10 and a half. Up to 11. What a beautiful blade. I'm really glad I got this because once these sell out, they're gone. And then you can't find them unless you look on eBay and somebody's asking $300 for it. It's ridiculous. Like I said, I have these two. I didn't really think I needed one. But being a buck 110 fanatic, this is definitely one I'm glad to have included in my collection. I much prefer this over the buck 60th anniversary edition with the brass, ebony, and Magnacut. This is Magnacut, nickel silver, and beautiful commemorative 20th anniversary edition, basically, for less than those 60th anniversaries we're going for. Let's see if it'll fit in a buck 110 sheath. I'm sure it will. Yes, nice and snug. Very cool. I have the distressed brown ones or tan leather ones. I have the normal black made in Mexico one. So it's kind of cool to get one of these black made in USA. Like I said, it is more gray, probably because it's more of like a suede. So, thank you for joining me in the Tiger Pit, taking a look at my new 111. Turn it up to 11. Why? Well, because 10's just not loud enough. I appreciate you guys all watching. Let me know in the comments. What should I do? Should I just keep it, use it, and abuse it? I'm sure it'll get scratched up, and then eventually you won't notice that. And yeah, I think when I first got it, I really bothered me more, but now I'm looking at it, I'm just like, meh, whatever. But I know Buck does stand behind their warranty, and if I ever said I was unhappy with anything, they'd probably be more happy, or very happy, just to pop off that rear insert here and put a new one. It's just about shipping it back and forth. Like I said, not as smooth as a custom. The customs are very smooth. It doesn't feel gritty. Maybe it's just it's pinned so well and tight that it's just a little give, and I guarantee you it will loosen up over time. You all stay sharp, be kind, and take chances. Take care.